what happened to men on earth? Families depend on the kind of gods that is ruling the heavens of their cloud, of their kingdom. In case you are here, every family on earth has a heaven. Every family on earth has an heaven. And heavens are built from altars. Am I too strong? Now somebody say, Papa, how does heavens emulate establishing families? Heavens are built from altars. So the kind of heaven that is in a family depends on the kind of altar that their first father raised for a particular God. Heavens, every family on earth has a particular heavens that determine and control the affair of destinies. It's not God. God creates destinies, but a particular family heaven will determine how that destinies will function. But God can still finish a work, and a particular God, heaven, will still delay that function not to manifest early. It is not your father that determines the heavens of your family heaven, the heaven of your family. No, it is your first father. I will show in the scripture. Now, most of our first father went to look for a strange God for power. They brought like a tree, they brought stone, and they start killing goat and fowl, start worshiping those stones. As they start giving those stones, those blood sacrifice, now those stones began to develop, became a god. And when it become a god, it will begin to build a heaven so that it can stay to help the family, because the man has given him enough blood. Most of our forefathers were warriors. They will go to some battle and catch some people from some community, slaughter some of them to their God, to say thank you that I went and came back. It is your first father that determined the kind of heaven, the kind of, and they built heaven from the altar. Now I want to ask you, which kind of altar do your first father raise? And which God did he raise that altar for? That will determine the kind of heaven that is ruling you. He said your first father sin.
And your mediators have transgressed against
now, and your mediator have transgressed against me.
Therefore, I will profane the princes of
Wait, he said, therefore I will profane the princes of their sanctuary.
I will give Jacob to the curse.
Now I will, he said, from their sanctuary, from their heaven, I will start giving their children what their father gave to their God. He said, I will give Jacob curse,
and Israel to reproach.
and Israel will be facing reproach. He said, because their forefather built a particular sanctuary through an altar for a fallen God. He said, so Jacob that did not know his father will be suffering curse. And the children of Israel that never knew their great-great-great-grandfather will be suffering reproach, because their father raised an altar, their fourth father raised an altar of a curse for a fallen God.